I think I got it. I think we got it. Alright. OBS is running. Seawolf is getting his ass whooped by OBS Studios. We're all better now. We're all better. Alright. So we are playing some Uboat. And what we're going to do is try to teach you guys how to do quick targeting of multiple ships. If you've played this game at all, you know that when you find a ship, it's rarely 1 or 2 or 3, but it's typically 30, 40, 70, 80 ships. We got a 14 torpedo storage on our Type 7C U-boat. So we try to only fire 1 per target, but point is when we have multiple targets, I'm going to try to teach you guys how to quickly cycle through the most effective way possible. We're going to get over here, we're going to run a hydrophone, see what we can find in the nearby area. Smoke on the horizon, 21. So you see what I'm talking about. So this is a convoy. We got 21 contacts on the horizon. First thing you want to do here is when your time compression slows down, you want to dive periscope depth, try to hide your boat, because if you can see them on the horizon, they can pretty likely see you as well. So we're going to dive, we're going to take a look through the scope here. What do we see? We see a convoy. So this is the important part about switching through your targets. You see here at the bottom of the screen it says lock target, and you can tab over here to other ships, you know, lock target, etc. We're not doing that, because the trick to targeting quickly in this game is you only lock target to calculate your torpedo speed and to fire. As soon as you fire your torpedo, we want to be going back to the periscope, immediately just unlock target, and then you pull your map up, the screen we're on right now, and you would simply select a boat like that. Here's your target, calculate torpedoes, okay? I'm gonna try to show you guys real time here, try to talk you through it. We'll go slow. I'm gonna give this guy an extra soldier, that way we can calculate a little faster. Once my torpedo calculation course gets approximately 40 to 60%, it will typically open up the torpedo tubes and allow you to begin flooding. I'll show you what this looks like here. Booyah. Okay, so this is a stern torpedo. These almost never hit, so let's just get rid of one, see what happens. Okay, now the reason that I was willing to take that first shot right over here is because look at all of this back row of this convoy. There's not a good chance, but there is a chance that anything missed is going to lateral right into another possible target. So I guess that's kind of the advantage to being outnumbered 1 to 30. But anyway, so we fired a bow torpedo. It's right here. It's in travel. Let's see if it hits. That's a slow torpedo. Oh! Boom! Dead center. Dead center. Alright, so as soon as we hit unlocking target, back to map, zoom out, quick click, calculate here. Did you see that? That is how you do it fast. We're going to take a whole shot. We're taking this hull shot on this guy right here. This is like a 20% shot. This is a waste of a torpedo, in all fairness. That's it. Alright. 3 torpedoes fired. We have 2 ships down. What we're going to do is we're going to head northeast here. We're going to kick this biatch into high gear. I can't surface. We're running on electric. And let's speed this up. Well, actually, no. I need to unlock target. Next victim. Next victim.
Calculate torpedo course. Change
Okay,
course.
and we're gonna speed up here while we travel.
Tube 1 loaded. Flood tube 3.
So you see all those background targets there? This is a great opportunity to potentially miss and hit that back row. And I've just been spotted by a destroyer. Let's see what happens. So he's going to come right down over the top of me from north to south. And what the destroyers are going to try to do is get directly over your boat and just absolutely obliterate you. Let's see how this goes. But this, ultra high concern. So I sent this torpedo off towards our unknown ship target A. I'm going to unlock target. And I need to switch over here to this destroyer. Electric motors. We are in full speed, probably just absolutely draining my batteries. Let's kick that down just a touch. Oh boy, there's my target. Look at that big old beast. Yeah, you're mine. Gonna send this guy to Davy Jones' locker.
Flood tube 1.
Tube 1 flooded.
The torpedo has covered half the distance.
Fire a second torpedo at that big ass target. Just because, you know, the larger ships, they got way better damage control. Typically it's gonna take 2 torpedoes, 2 good hits to drop a battleship type or a tanker type ship. Your freighters, you typically just use your 1. I'm gonna fire that. And now, what I need to do here is I got this destroyer closing on me from the northeast. It is ultra imperative here that once he gets close enough, I'm gonna throw this bitch in reverse and we're just gonna give him a little dead leg and then we're gonna try to blast him in the ass, alright? And I'll explain that maneuver once we get a little closer. Alright, here we go.
40 seconds to impact. 30 seconds.
So he's coming up behind me.
Tube 2 loaded. Serious damage. The crew evacuates the ship.
We got 2 more on the way.
Covered half the distance.
See this destroyer here? He's coming around, coming around, coming around. He's going to square up on me. Reverse.
Torpedo hit the enemy.
So my reverse is going to reverse off at this point. It's going to send me straight south. The destroyer wants to be right over the top of my boat. He's going to unload his depth charges. What we're going to do is fuck him up from behind. Here we go. Watch this maneuver here, see if it works. So if he starts to break a little left, yep, see I'm going to hit that pivot just like this.
Change course. Flood tube 2. Tube 2 flooded. They are sinking.
Unlock target. I messed up.
Calculate torpedo.
Okay, here we go.
Flood tube 2. Tube 2
Let's
flooded.
try to hit him head on. Wait for it, wait for it.
Fire. 20 seconds.
That shot, that shot.
Tube 1 loaded.
Okay, so right now I'm just slowing us down to normal time here. I need to think about my next move. Okay, so I am free to disengage and head up here. But I have a second destroyer coming in to cut me off. If I can't line up a shot here,
Flood tube 1.
this is the shot. This is the shot I thought I just took. Here it comes. Okay, so if we can hit this whole shot,
1 flooded.
then I'm going to head to the northwest. I'm going to go up here for this destroyer next. This, come on baby, you gotta hit. You gotta hit or I'm about to be in trouble.
Fire. 40 seconds to impact. 20 seconds.
How's that for a sight staring down your periscope?
10 seconds to impact. Torpedo was
Let's see
a
it.
dud.
Torpedo was a dud. Okay.
Flood tube
Now what I'm going to do here is I am loading up my stern torpedo, and I need to flip 90 degrees, try to get a broadside shot. Just like this. Fire. Horrible torpedo. Where was that even going, man? Come on now. Come on now. Alright. We got a better target right here. We're going to try to hit this mid-sized ship and then slip on out. So we're unlocking off the destroyer. Can't quite get the angle on him. We are throwing our motors from reverse back to forward. And that destroyer's coming right over the top of us. Oh! Ooh! I'm fucked. No way. I think I'm down to my last torpedo. I am directly underneath this destroyer. Go forward, baby. Stop. Reverse. Pivot. Change target. Unlock. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see if we can get this destroyer off our back. That's the shot. That's the shot. Is that the shot? There we go. Let's go.
40 seconds to impact.
Right off the stern. Did you see that hook shot? Right off the stern. Trash. That was a good little reverse dip that I just gave him. That little dead leg. Alright, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna dive. We're gonna get the hell out of here. We are gonna... We're gonna try to get the hell out of here. Okay, we just got pinged, and then boom. Echolocator from the destroyer. Let's see if we can scoot on out of here. This destroyer's coming from the north, trying to get right on top of me, so I'm gonna turn.
I'm exhausted. I can use a break.
It's right on top of me. Okay. So 90 degrees perpendicular. He's coming north, excuse me, he's coming from north to south, straight down. Try to go straight east, get to the side of him. You cannot be underneath the destroyers. He's cutting me off. See that? He changed course, cut me off. Give him the old dead leg. Give him the old dead leg. Ah! Let's go, baby. Get you off of the listening room. I do not want those. Okay. Close bulkheads, silent mode, try to scoot on out of here. Minor damage, no big deal. Destroyer, he's circling right over the top, he's moving away. Stop. We're just running in silent mode here. We killed everything, almost everything. Okay. This destroyer, he's just sitting there stationary on my position. He's waiting for an echo sounder location. See if we can scoot out quietly. And if we can, we're not too far away from, excuse me, home base. But this is some pretty good action here. This is very indicative of what it's like playing this game against these convoys. It's rough. It's rough.
Enemy warships in sight.
Okay, so we just unlocked off target. We're gonna try to drop this guy real quick.
Captain, we're at periscope depth. Ready for surface observation. Funnel smoke. Bearing 165 degrees.
So this is an interesting angle. If I could actually get right here and fire northwest, that would be ideal. But with this stationary target, maybe you just take the shot. What do you think? Take the shot? It's also good to try to get a 90-degree perpendicular alignment on impact. Reduces the chance of a dud significantly. Since we've already had one dud, let's make this one count. Stop motor. Square that up. Fire. There we go. Maybe you'd like to see what this is gonna look like.
20 seconds.
What are you doing just sitting there, man? You know there's U-boats
10
in these
seconds to
waters? What are you thinking, dog?
Torpedo hit.
Arg, matey, it'd be a good hit.
Serious damage.
Check this out.
Flood tube 2.
He's sinking. He's good. We're gonna hold on to this torpedo. There is a destroyer right next to us. There's the destroyer. Is he gonna sink? Is he gonna sink? Oh, he's not gonna make me waste another torpedo. Let's see what happens to these lifeboats. Look at these poor souls. Look at these poor souls. You joined the wrong side, lads. For Deutschland! Let's go. There we go. Brace for impact, lads. Here she comes. Fucking boom! Swimming with the fishies now, see? Arg, matey, we sent him to Davy Jones' locker. Arg. Alright, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna absolutely beat feet. We're diving. And we're getting the hell out of here. Why? Because we're all out of torpedoes.
Funnel smoke. Small group. Bearing 220
Okay, what do we got here? Destroyer. Okay.
Bearing 185 degrees.
You know what? Hold on. Do we have one more torpedo?
Corvette 195 degrees.
Hey, homeboy needs some help over there. Get those torpedoes loaded, guys. Come on. Quit fucking around. We got 2 shots at this destroyer. Turn the boat around. He doesn't see us yet.
Set a course to these coordinates.
Okay. Black Swan class destroyer. Got another one moving in from the north. So he's trying to cut me off. Oh, he sees me. He sees me.
Fire. 30 seconds. 10 seconds.
Just missed. Just missed. And I've been spotted. Okay. We are out of torpedoes. We did manage to get one more ship. We managed to get one more ship, but now we're in a fight for our life, so here we go. Dive, forward, full-time compression. Try to cross underneath him before he... There we go, beautiful. Oh, he's coming for me. He's coming for me. Stop.
All engines stop.
Full go. Try to pull on out of here. Looks like we're gonna get out. Alright, looks like we're gonna get out. And we need to go reload. Rearm. Give the soldiers a break. Maybe we'll send them on vacation. I don't know. Might be asking a little much. Alright, so see max sight, that is going to represent from the surface how far they can see you.
Captain, we've risen to the surface.
Now we're going to just jet on out of here.
Time for a break.
Time compression. Okay, so we just advanced half a square under time compression.
40 degrees.
Medium closing in, medium closing in. I'm not going to lie to you guys, I think this is probably a good time to save. Just in case we don't make it back to port. We did just wreck like 8 ships with 14 torpedoes, so do want to try to save this progress. So what I'm going to do here is we got medium distance, and then we also have medium distance targets closing in on us. So that tells us that targets start to our southeast. They are likely heading in a northwest trajectory, so they're very possibly leaving Rotterdam, and they're headed somewhere either in England or Bergen up here in Norway. If they go to England, I'm going to scoot right past them. If they go to Bergen, I'm going to run right into them. Okay. So what we're going to do is speed up time, then we're going to dive.
Current depth, 10 meters.
And I made a critical mistake. When I did the time compression. I surfaced, did the time compression. I did not switch off my diesel motors. We're running on electricity. Here's my battery right here. You can see we're at 45% capacity. Always try to keep your batteries high, okay? So we'll run it down a little bit, no problem, but we are going to have to surface soon. We got our compressed air reserves are low. That has to be up in order to refill your ballast tanks, give you buoyancy back to the surface. I'm hoping the coast is clear, so we're just going to go full surface.
Captain, we've risen to the surface.
And we're missing a radio officer. He's sleeping. Would you operate that radio for me, big dog? Appreciate you. And we're switching off of battery. We're going diesel, time compression. The enemy is passing a very valuable sonar prototype aboard the Empire Unicorn cargo ship headed towards port of Narvik, so that would be Narvik, that's Norway, right? Like northern Norway, way up north in the Arctic Sea. I haven't been up there that far, honestly. So, look at us. Mission complete, sink the ship. Okay, I guess I did something. FP convoy attacked. $200 for all that work I just did. You cheap ass motherfuckers. Alright, so now we're in port. We go first person view. And we scroll out. Here we have recruiting officer.
These recruits have the potential to be valuable.
Nope, they all look like shitbags. We don't need any of those guys. This guy is panicked. He got scared. We're gonna get him some needed R&R. Along with these two guys. He's gonna go join them. I don't have... There we go, right here. Let's see, what sounds more German? Manfred Seitz, Richard Pfeiffer, or Theo Hochmann? Karl-Heinz Giesler? Good enough for me. I think I can trust you. Alright.
Lead officer.
So, you can do boat upgrades here. Honestly, I haven't really messed with it. The only thing I think I would do is like a deck gun upgrade. Hell yeah, we need some camo. Oh, that looks intimidating. Let's buy that. Okay, what else can we upgrade? Emblem for your boat. City key. Why not? Okay. So it's literally what, paint and a deck gun? That's all you can do for boat upgrades? Garbage. Garbage. To explain something absolutely critical, take a look at these spare metal parts. Okay, notice half of my storage is full of fucking spare metal parts. You know how many boats I've lost on the bottom of the ocean? Because I'm out of fucking scrap metal, alright? Uncalled for. So we're gonna refuel. Take a look at these torpedoes. T1, they cost you 200 Reichsmarks a piece, and a T2 is free. Why is it free? Because it's a fucking piece of shit, okay? So we're gonna take that off the boat. Fuck off. We're gonna fill it up with all the good torpedoes, okay? Good torpedoes only. Boom. Okay, we're out of good torpedoes. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna tell this lazy fuck to load the torpedoes. Yo, and holler at me in chat too, guys. I am watching it. Haven't checked it yet, but I am watching it now, so feel free to hit me up in chat. So again, what I just did is I told him to put like 12 torpedoes, 10 torpedoes on the boat. Bought all of his good ones. Now, I sped up the time for the loading on the docks. It was like 2 or 3 days. Now I'm gonna go back to his inventory. Guess what? He's gonna have more high quality torpedoes. Okay. So now look, 1 T1, 4 more T1s, a 5th, 6th T1, and then 8 T1s in bow torpedo storage. Your bow torpedo tubes, there's 4. Those are shooting off the front of the boat, stern off the rear. And if I'm wrong, for you Navy experts out there, correct me. But what's going on here is off of your single rear torpedo tube, always use the T1s. They travel faster and they have double the range. You'll get way more hits off of the back of your boat with the T1s. And that's also the hardest torpedo tube to land a hit. Your lower quality torpedoes, they're not useless in the bow. They're better in the bow than they are on the stern. But it's just a little tip that I've learned. So if you do have to cram some shit T2 torpedoes on your boat, put them in the bow. Okay, so we just finished loading our torpedoes. We are full on fuel. It is nighttime. Nighttime is a great time to run the English Channel. Daytime is fucking suicide. But we're not even going to bother with that. All we're going to do is head right out here to the middle of the North Sea, and we're just looking for convoys. Convoys provide lots of targets. There's also a button that's going to pop up right here. It says leave port. Click that every time, okay? It's going to help you significantly avoiding aircraft leaving Port Wilhelmshaven. They literally camp you at your German port cities. You come in, aircraft, you leave, aircraft. It's a pain in the fucking ass. And I actually lied to you because we didn't port at Wilhelmshaven. We ported at Helgoland. There is no leave port option. But you can see here the time compression options, 1800 and 15,000, have just opened up. This is what that does. There's the 1800 speed. And if you could imagine actually playing this game in real time, this is kind of what it would look like. Yeah, we're just floating around here in the ocean, and very fucking slow. Okay, it's gonna take days to get out here. Maybe not, but either way, we're rocking. We're rocking and rolling. We're looking for some targets. We're gonna get far away enough from German territory here, and then we're gonna run a hydrophone. Right over here. Hydrophone. Nothing. Hydrophone.
Dive to 50 meters. Man the listening room. Switch to electric motors.
Nothing?
Captain, there's an incoming transmission.
There we go. There we go. Here's our convoy. So it says we got 18 propeller ships identified in this target window. They are medium speed and moving away. It says units 11 to 23. I'm assuming that's an estimation of range. Right, so we got 18, 19 propellers. Most ships have 2. They're basically saying there's over 10 targets in the area. Sounds like they need a little fascism. Let's go.
Blow the tanks. We've been notified by a nearby
Okay, we're going to
U-boat
compress some
that
time. Perfect.
Funnel smoke.
So we just ran surface, high speed. We just plotted a course for intercept. They are medium and closing in. You get the fuck out of bed. I need you on that periscope, big dog. Periscope depth. Time compression.
torpedo and
Where's
tube
our
1
targets? Where's our targets?
motors. Torpedo and tube 2 maintained. Captain, we're at periscope depth. Ready for surface observation.
So 0 degrees, I'm looking straight north. Don't see anything. I want to say that target was slight east. There he is right there, 10 degrees off and north to the east. So that's my target right there. Let's just head straight for him, huh?
Torpedo and tube 3 maintained. Torpedo and tube 4 maintained. Funnel smoke. Bearing 10 degrees.
And here we go, our first target.
This is what we trained for. We'll get through this together.
So it's identified as a merchant ship. Let's go ahead and take a look. Yep, that's definitely a tanker, and I definitely see a Great Britain flag. Rat bastards. Alright, let's go kill some Tommies.
Change course.
And boom.
20 seconds.
That's how you do it. I should have slowed that down, sorry. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to sail right up next to this guy. Battery capacity is low. We're going to surface, switch to diesel. It's going to automatically start charging. Send off that radio signal. It's going to give us some money, alright? We don't really need money. I got 150k. Adjusted for inflation, that's like Elon Musk money, okay? That ship's done. Okay. Batteries are charging. Beautiful. Okay. So we're going to scoot on over here. You got to be on the surface to do any sort of interaction with your wreckage. So we're going to scoot, scoot, scoot. We're going to get close, and then we're going to stop. See the lifeboats and some scattered loot there. Let's see if it's anything worth pillaging. Okay, a tip. You can capture sailors and lifeboats, but this is what you should do. Always click lifeboat 2 if there's more than one. Always click lifeboat 2. And every time, if you look here, it says lifeboat 1, 9 survivors, lifeboat 2, 4 survivors. I pulled 2 survivors off of lifeboat 2. Okay, so it was actually 6. But the point is each lifeboat will hold 9 sailors. For whatever reason, the boat that does not get filled up all the way, maybe they like their legroom, the captain and the first officer are always on the unfilled boat. They are worth 3 soldiers. 3 times the experience, 3 times the money as any other soldier. So I only take the captain and the first mate. And you can carry 8 people on your submarine. So the rest of these guys, they can swim with the sharks. I really don't give a shit. But we got some med kits here, preserved pork, dried fish, med kits, and we got replacement parts. Remember what I told you about replacement parts? That's how you stay alive, okay? But the med kits, we got, I don't know, 7 of them. We rarely ever use them. Don't really need them, okay? So we got a wrecked ship. I wonder,
Man the deck gun.
what if I put, oh, Gunter Schultz here? You can! Love it. Boom! Fucking send it! Alright, one more. Just for good measure. Make sure there are no survivors. Dead men tell no tales, boys. Boom! Alright, moving on. Okay, batteries are charging, diesel motors engaged. We're going forward.
Captain, we have reached our target.
One target, medium and closing. Let's go this way. We're just surface sailing. Surface sailing here, charging our batteries. And it looks like we got... There's our interception course, right? So that boat's currently out here, and he's heading northeast to the port of Bergen. That son of a bitch, okay? You know what he's trying to do up there? He's trying to kill my fellow Germans, okay? Not on my fucking watch. Here we go. Time compression. We're going to speed it up. We're going to head right up here. We're just going to cut him off. We're on surface of water. We're not scared as shit. We got 13 out of our 14 torpedoes, and according to this hydrophone, he's by himself. Let's see what happens. Speed it up. Intercept course right here. So you see it's automatically adjusting interception course. Periscope depth. See, I just got right up on him. Right up on him.
Convoy in sight, bearing 5 degrees.
Okay.
Stay calm and focused.
Okay, I don't know if you guys saw what just happened. But I tracked one ship with that hydrophone. I went periscope. The first ship I see isn't even my hydrophone contact. My hydrophone contact is right here, okay? And here's the first ship I see. So it fucking lied to me, okay? Something you gotta watch out for. You can't trust this World War II technology. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna line him up for a 90-degree shot right over here. Okay, here we go.
I need some help here.
This should speed up torpedo calculations if I add soldiers here to my...
Torpedo and tube 5 maintain.
Forgot what I was doing, sorry. Alright, here we go. So this first shot, that looks like an easy shot, to be honest with you. We're going to flood this tube. We're just going to send one. And now, the enemy ships don't know I'm here. So this first shot, it's almost a guarantee, okay? And here's the torpedo. It's headed up this way. I'll give you guys a map view so you can see it a little better. But what I need to do is go full reverse from here
Half a stern.
off of that point, and that should send me straight back, and then boom, I'm gonna fuck that guy up. Here we go. First I need to see break target. I need to begin calculations here. Now we'll just watch this. What do you guys think? Does it look good? Does it look true? That ship's moving pretty slowly, so... I think that's a hit. That looks like money. That looks like money. Looks like money. Fucking money! Alright. So the first thing he did was sound an alarm. Severe damage. He's done. He's done. Crew's already evacuating. Okay, so we're not even going to worry about him. We already slammed it in reverse. We're 10% calculated here. And we are headed this way. I'm going to take that shot right there. Okay? Look at all these other targets filling in behind me. Another one just showed up.
Report set.
This is rough. I'm just going to coast here for a second at real time. Holler at me in the chat, y'all.
Tube 3 loading.
Alright, here we go. Alright, so we are in full reverse. This guy has not adjusted course at all because he's mentally fucking retarded. And we are about to start flooding torpedo tubes at him. But do you see, I am straight in front of him right now. That's not where you take that shot. I need him to... I need to get further south of him, and I need to take a close to 90-degree shot. So we're going to flood tube. As you can see, that's headed straight for his hull. That's a 10%, 15% shot. if you were with me earlier, you did see me jack 2 of those in a row. It was fucking impressive. But if you were also with me earlier, you saw me miss 3 of those and waste several torpedoes. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to fire this one, and I'm confident he is not changing course. I'm confident. He's going to run straight into that shit. Watch this. No, he's not. I should have fired stern. I messed up. I messed up, y'all.
Torpedo in tube 3 maintained.
I should have fired stern. It's okay. I think we just wasted a torpedo, but this stern should get the job done. And you remember what I told you before we left Port Helgoland. T1 primers in your stern. T1 primers in your stern. Okay? Watch these 2 torpedoes here. That top one's going to miss. It's going to go right past. This bottom one is going to send him to the bottom of the sea. Okay? Check this out. Check this out. There's the first one. Streamer's running 30 yards off the side of his ship. But look at this one. Boom! Here we go. That's right, baby. That's right, baby. Alright, now check this out. Next target. We're still in reverse. I just sent my ship this way. Okay, we're going to try to get this guy. Unlock target. M for map. Bring this up. Start calculating. Okay. I'm going to head south. No. Change of plans. We're going to turn the boat around.
Set a course to these coordinates.
Turn the boat around.
Half ahead. Tube 2 loaded.
Here we go. Now we flood. Okay, now watch this destroyer because he's trying to fuck me up. I'm going to fire that one and get out of here.
20 seconds.
I missed. I just missed that. Son of a bitch. Or did he? Or did he? Hey, don't forget, hit that like and subscribe if y'all don't mind. I appreciate that. It does help the stream out. And if you enjoy the content, man, there's plenty more on the channel, so give it a look. Appreciate you guys. Okay, what we're going to do now, we're unlocking target. This is just the quickest way to cycle through, just like this, okay? And we are still in reverse. I'm actually going to cut this guy off, try to hit him with a broadside shot. Here it comes. Here it comes.
Change course. Flood tube 1.
That was a mistake. I don't know if you guys saw how he reacted to me. I was expecting this. Now he's headed up here, right in line to intercept me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw him in close. I'm going to draw him in close just like this. And I want to get my turning point 90 degrees perpendicular to his ship here. Now watch, watch. Let him get close. Right here. Now notice, he's going to turn up here, try to intercept me from the front of my boat. He wants to get right on top of me, and he thinks I'm headed this way. So he's going to go up here and turn. I'm going to let him start that turn.
280 degrees.
Let him start that turn.
The ship is sinking.
And hit him with the reverse.
Captain, we've reached our target.
Fire. 40 seconds to impact. 20 seconds. Report set.
That torpedo ain't hitting dick. That's what I should have done. I should have fired stern. Again.
10 seconds to impact.
That ain't hitting nothing.
Tube 5 flooded.
That might circle back around and hit me.
It's a miss.
Alright.
Ship is sinking. Flood tube 2.
Okay, we're gonna try to be a little conservative here
Change course. Report set.
with our torpedoes. I am running low. We have got 3 enemy ships downed, but I got maybe 7 torpedoes left. Look at that shot. Do you think that's a shot? I think that's a shot. Let's see what
40
happens.
seconds to impact. Flood tube 4. 30 seconds.
See you up there, baby cakes. Ready, get ready, get ready. Here it comes. Oh, this is another hole shot. Son of a bitch.
We've survived worse. Let's stay calm. It's a miss. 20 seconds.
Now that was a fucking beautiful shot. Did you see that?
Fire.
We've struck enough
Immediately we gotta
against the
unlock.
enemy. Excellent work.
Find us a new target quick.
Report sent.
Okay. I want this guy out of here.
Calculate torpedo course. Set a
Still
course.
in reverse.
Tube 2 loaded.
Going forward, loading, and we are going to...
One flooded. Destroyer, 210 degrees. Destroyer, 265 degrees.
I don't know if
Fire.
that might be a waste. But my logic here in taking that shot on alpha target, my logic is, hey, you know, I got this big ass ship crossing my line of fire. I don't think that hit is there, but that could be. Now I want to unlock, and I want to get on this destroyer. That's what I want to do.
The enemy ships have sounded their alarms.
Unlocked.
Don't panic. Focus on your tasks. Change course.
Ooh, he's gonna miss. Son of a bitch.
Tube 1 loaded.
Okay, there we go. We're gonna take a shot up here.
The torpedo has covered half the distance.
That's good.
40 seconds to impact.
E.
Hit. Fire. Torpedo in tube 1 maintained. Serious damage. Calculate torpedo course.
Torpedo missed. Torpedo missed. Okay. I thought that was a hit.
40 seconds to impact. 10 seconds to impact. It's a miss. 20 seconds. 10 seconds to impact. Torpedo in tube 4 maintained. Fire. It's a miss. Captain, the enemy ships have sounded their alarms. It's a miss. Don't panic. Focus on your tasks. Fire.
Okay, we're gonna try to take this stern shot. Oh, that's good.
40 seconds
That's
to
good,
impact.
baby.
10 seconds to impact. It's a
No,
miss.
it's not. Okay. We got one more torpedo loaded.
Set a course to these coordinates.
Alright, so here what I'm gonna do. We're gonna go real time. This is my torpedo guy. Not you.
I'm ready for
You.
order.
Get over here. What do we really have going on here? We're fucking empty. You rat bastards. Shoot better. And we're empty in the stern. Okay, well you know what that means, boys. It's time to head back to port. But look at this. Look at this action. That's fucking wild. That's just what's within my periscope here. I mean, there's still all this out here. There's probably 50 ships in the area. One contact, one. Alright, so these are all single contacts.
Maximum
So we are diving. It's gonna automatically switch us to electric. We're gonna go time compression. We're gonna get the hell out of here.
45 meters. Submarine, 160 degrees.
current depth 105.
Submarine, 160 degrees. These are my torpedoes. Okay.
Set a course to
We want to get back to Wilhelmshaven. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, guys. Appreciate that.
Submarine, 175.
And we're going to keep this stream going too, man. We're having fun. We're dropping all kinds of ships. Hit me up with any questions you guys might have about the game in chat.
185 degrees.
90 meters. 150 meters.
Nothing here is closing in. Tells me that they have no idea where the fuck I'm at. But I am detecting 53 props. You're probably talking 30 ships. And we we are home free.
Cancel.
We are home free, baby. We're just gonna surface and get on out of here.
5 meters.
Wait a minute.
Switch to diesel engines. I'm so tired. Captain,
Destroyer. Away. There we go. He's beating feet.
On duty.
I need some help here. Yes, sir. I'll take care of it.
Okay, I don't know if you guys just saw that pop up. It says low navigational accuracy. What the fuck does that mean? To be clear, it means it's just a dynamic of the game where they take this map view away from you, right? So I got my boat plotted on the map. I can just right click, I can go here, I can go anywhere. When you get under low navigational accuracy, what happens is your boat is removed from the map. There's no center of view, there's no nothing. You can go first person, and that's basically it. So third person over the boat view, that's the best you can do. And you literally have to read a compass, read the sun, read the coastline, right? So right now it's imperative that I know that if I head south and then I put the coastline on my right, I will travel towards German ports. That will help me, okay? But it is by no means a guarantee.
Report sent.
So hopefully we don't get lost.
Notified by a friendly vessel of the
We just need to make it
possible
back to
target
port. I did give my navigator some help over here.
We are
We're
in
solid.
waters,
We made it. We made it all the way back to Wilhelmshaven.
Captain,
And notice our discipline is low. Okay, troops are fatigued. Fatigue's dropping 24 per minute. So we're going to naturally regain some of this discipline just by being docked in port.
we are in shallow
But what's going to help us is if we send the crew on vacation. And since I happen to be fucking Captain Admiral Seawolf of the Third Reich, they're gonna let us, literally, we're infamous on this boat, they're gonna let us go to the Eagle's Nest for vacation if we do so choose. So let's check out that option, see if that's available to us. As you can see, I just got the oak leaves not long ago, and we're looking for the oak leaves with crossed swords next. Here is what we just did here. We sunk 4 ships. I think we got 4. Empire Baxter, convoy attack. Objective failed, find Empire Unicorn. So that was the radar ship that they were transporting to Narvik. We didn't make it there. Why? Because we sunk 4 other ships, alright? Fuck that radar. Shit ain't gonna change the war. Anyway, just a side mission, no big deal. Do notice this warning right here. It says you have survivors on your boat. Okay? So we go first person, we zoom out, and we talk to the recruiter. Says, hey, I brought you some slaves, man. Send them to the gulags, yeah? Appreciate you. Alright. See if there's anybody worth hiring. Nope, just standard Kriegsmarine sailors. I'm currently 20 out of 20 on my sailors, 7 out of 7 on officers. And let's just take a look, make sure all of our sailors are healthy. It'll show up here if they aren't. So here we go. He's got, this guy's not healthy, but I already took him off the boat. He's getting some R&R. This guy, his name's Dirk Moss. Yeah, he's a piece of shit, alright? I had to send him to court-martial. He was trying to spread some communist propaganda aboard my motherfucking U-boat. No, sir. No, sir. Get the fuck out of here. Alright. So anyway, first thing we need to do, refuel.
Take a look.
Give me all your money, all your hugs and kisses too. All those T1 torpedoes too. Hell yeah. Okay, so torpedo tube for my stern, prioritizing my T1. So I got T1s all in reserve, right? So my first initial barrage of torpedoes is going to be my weakest torpedoes from my bow tubes, the 4 bow tubes. Okay, we're going to have 1 T1, 3 T2s.
Take a look.
I already hit the fuel. No, I did not. Spare parts, we got 24 spare parts. That's plenty. We're good. Now we speed up the loading. Hell yeah. Alright, I need to go kill some more Tommies. Our discipline could be better. Discipline could be better. There's something you can do, just a quick little... Just play some cards, boys. Play some cards. And if you notice, it says... Playing cards plus 7 discipline per minute. So we're going to speed up the time.
Torpedo in tube 1 maintain. Torpedo in tube 2 maintain. Torpedo in tube 3 maintain. Torpedo in tube 4.
Alright, so we're going to disband all sailors from helping officers, because that also slows down your discipline. It's considered after shift work or over shift work. We have not ticked up our discipline at all. Okay.
This may be your new crew. Let me know if you want to see their file.
Wrong guy.
Liaison officer, relaying orders directly from the Admiralty. How may I...
So can you do me any party favors? No. My crew needs training. My crew needs a break.
Captain. The crew has been working hard and could use some time off.
We're gonna go visit Sir Hitler in the Eagle's Nest over here. And you're gonna get some bonuses. It says discipline penalties caused by fatigue will be removed. Crew won't accumulate fatigue for 7 days. So that's great. So you can sit there and build up your discipline sitting in port without going on vacation, giving your crew some time off. But when you give them a vacation, no fatigue accrues for 7 days after leaving port. Gives you a huge advantage, right? Because that's going to allow you to sustain at sea, underwater, much longer periods of time. So that's pretty critical. Your discipline per sailor plus 5 for 10 days. Due to contact with politicians in the area, headquarters tasks will be performed 100% faster. Okay, cool. We're going to go on vacation. You don't actually get to go on vacation, right? You don't get to go rub elbows. You just get to fast forward the time compression. So, a little disappointing. I kind of wanted to meet the man himself, Mr. Austrian Painter, but hey, what do you do? What do you do? I appreciate y'all hitting that like button too, man. Good looking out. Alright, 21-day vacation's almost done. Everybody should be fucking rested. And as you can see, here is my open missions. I have one more mission to do in the Norwegian campaign. I've finished mine laying the British Isles. I have finished recovering the Enigma machine, and I am a sea wolf at the Tonnage War. Okay, that was the first one I finished, and it's because I'm just sailing out of port, finding convoys of 50 ships, and just fucking up as many as I can, then beating feet for more torpedoes. Rinse, repeat. That's how you finish the Tonnage War early. Oh, what the fuck does it say? Convoy. Okay, that's nice. I don't care. Interesting feature of this map is that it actively changes. Earlier this morning, Norway was gray, indicating neutral, just like Sweden. Then Germany took over Norway, thanks to moi, okay? I escorted the troop ships over there, they invaded, they took that shit over. As soon as I left, the Brits come in and take that shit back over. Okay, so it's no longer neutral, nor German, it is now British. So, haven't been up there since, to be honest with you, but I do suspect it would be bad shit. But here's what's going on mainland Europe right now. The date is... I don't fucking know. Where's the date? It's May 21st, 1940. And Germany looks like crossing into Belgium. And I believe that would be the Ardennes offensive through the Ardennes forest. Massive deforesting campaign that the Wehrmacht cut through Alsace-Lorraine straight into France. Completely unexpected. Why? Because everybody knew they would go through Belgium. Nah. The Ardennes. Anyway. You can see this is what's actively happening on the timeline. Occupied by Germany, Poland, occupied by Germany, and then you have Eastern Poland, occupied by the USSR. Quick history lesson for anybody. World War II started 1939 when Germany invaded Poland. Right? Wrong. That's bullshit. Okay? That was the German-Polish border conflict that was expanded into World War II because the British and the French had a guarantee of Polish sovereignty. But apparently it was only a guarantee against German encroachment, right? So we really don't care about Polish sovereignty so much as we care about an excuse to go to war with Germany. Let me explain something quick. When World War I started, there was no Poland. There were Polish people, but there was no Poland. Why? Because the Polish people were a people without a country. They were the Jews before the Jews, right? They were a people without a country from 1780, 1790, all the way up until the year 1916. Now I know if you're watching me play this game, you know what was happening in 1916. It was the middle of World War I. Did you know this? Poland was created in 1916 by Germany in Germany. I'm going to say that again. Poland was created by Germany inside Germany. The Germans, after they defeated Tsar Nicholas II's Russian army, the Germans concluded the Eastern Front War. And they says, hey, hundreds of thousands of Polish soldiers served in the Kaiser's army. We appreciate you, and we are going to give you your own state back. Okay? Poland was wiped off the map by Russia. It was actually a coalition of Russia, Austria, and Germanic nations back in the 1700s. 80% of their land of Poland, Lithuanian Commonwealth, was absorbed into Russia. The other 20% was divided 8% and 12% between Austria and German kingdoms, not Germany proper. Germany proper didn't exist till 1871. Doesn't fucking matter. What I'm trying to tell you is this. Germany created Poland in the middle of World War I. 10% of German land was given to create the country of Poland in eastern Germany. Okay? And this was a thank you for helping the Kaiser's army with hundreds of thousands of Polish German citizen soldiers. Okay? 2 years later, Treaty of Versailles. Germany, the Axis, right? Germany, Austria-Hungary, Poland, the Axis, the Central Powers, World War I, the Entente Central Powers. Poland came to a separate peace with the Allies, just like all belligerent nations did. They all had their own deal. They don't really tell you much about the Polish deal, and you should start really learning about that 1918 Polish deal. Why? Because they gave half of Germany to Poland. They carved Germany into 5 countries in 1918, as if they were defeated. But they signed a ceasefire. An armistice is a ceasefire. They signed a ceasefire. The soldiers felt the government betrayed them because they just capitulated and never sent the soldiers back out to the field. So they felt the German army was never defeated in the field. The government betrayed us. It must be the Jews. Maybe it was. I don't know. The point is this. 1918, they carved Germany up into 5 countries. The biggest slice, of course, goes to Poland. So if you ever look at a map 1919, do yourself a favor, Google map of Europe 1919. Hold it side by side to a map of Europe from 1917. You see a couple of big differences, right? Then look at that next to a map of 1914 Europe. What you're going to see in 1916 is the creation of a very small Poland. And then what you're going to see in 1919 is the creation of 5 nations out of Germany. Germany being one, then 4 others. Poland, Czechoslovakia, Yugoslavia, I don't fucking remember. It doesn't matter. But the half of Germany was given to Poland. And that's why World War II started. Because Britain and France had to guarantee Polish sovereignty. So, Poland's government in the 1920s and the 1930s, they says, hey, you like that farm over there, Polish people? You like your new nation? Well, guess what? That farm's owned by a German. A victim. That's your farm. And millions of Germans are forced at gunpoint, or died, because they fought for what they had. They were forced by gunpoint to leave formerly Eastern Germany, now Poland, that they created Germany in 1916, and the Allies gave half of Germany to in 1918. So they're racist, they hate the Germans, get the fuck out of Poland, this is our shit for our people, you go back to Germany. So Germany, already the most densely populated country in Europe, just became even more densely populated with tens of millions of Germans leaving now Poland and going to what is now Germany, a shell of itself. So that's the start of the conflict. Okay, so Germany and Poland, they go to war. Before they go to war, Germany makes the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact with these bastards. These bastards. That's another story, okay? But Germany and the Soviets, they make an agreement, the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact, and what it says is we're going to divide Poland at the border city of Warsaw. The Soviets are going to take the eastern half. The Germans are going to take the western half. And for Germany, this was appeasement for them, the continuation of appeasement. This was the last chunk they needed to get back during the period of appeasement to reunify Germany. Germany can't be reunified, can it? So, all the Western powers declare war on Germany for invading Poland. 2 weeks later, the Soviet Union invades and takes over the eastern half of Poland. The Polish army falls. Germany and the Soviets split Poland down the middle. Okay? Everybody declares war on Germany. Nobody declares war on the communist Russians. I'll take it a step further. America ensured the survival of communism through their Lend-Lease Acts. They ensured it. I would argue that the Germans tried to strangle Soviet aggression in its grave, and America, Great Britain, etc. says, no, we're going to do everything we can to keep communism afloat. And maybe that's the real travesty, right? Because they will tell you these were a bunch of blonde-haired, blue-eyed Nazis that were racist and blah, blah, blah. They don't tell you more Frenchmen died fighting in German uniforms than died defending France. They don't tell you that right down here in 1941, French ships were bombed by British airplanes in the Mediterranean. But France is an ally. No, man. 80% of France was called Vichy France, right? This bottom 20% right here, where like the city of Bordeaux is and the French Riviera on the Mediterranean, that's where the government fled. Why? Because it's physically the furthest point from fucking Germany, okay? So the government of France is hiding down here. All of this is occupied France. They called it Vichy France. Trivia question for anybody who gives a shit. What did they call the part of southern France occupied by the French government? Vichy France occupied by Germany, 80% of France. Southern France occupied by the French government was called Free France. That's a propaganda lesson for you. That's why I explain it, right? If your side is free, the implication is that that German-occupied side is not free. So you have Free France and you have non-free France. But again, this is just a play on words. It's just propaganda. If you, as a government, have to ever tell your people they're free, they are not free. I'm sorry to say. You should never have to convince somebody of what they should be feeling already. But again, I digress. Who wants to sink some more ships? Checking the chat. Somebody's in here. He's got a Slavic last name. He's probably not happy with what I'm saying. Hold on. I'm trying to read this. There was a Polish uprising. Listopadwe uprising? I don't know how you say that. There was no deal, and Germany was devastated after World War I. Boris Kruskowski, Hey, thanks for the comments, Boris. I am not a historian. I am an idiot, okay? I'm an idiot that smokes a lot of weed, so don't listen to anything I say. I'm just telling stories as I know them. But I do think that history is nothing but a group of lies that's been agreed upon, to quote Napoleon. Anyway, any other comments, man? Holler at me in the chat. I'm gonna sail this boat on out of port and look for some shit to blow up. Make sure I got my torpedoes. I forgot what I was doing. I just went on a long rant.
Need officer.
Are we fueled
Take a
up?
look.
Do we have torpedoes? Yes. Aye. Alright. Any requests? Any requests? English Channel? Fucking okay. You guys trying to get me killed. Alright, we're gonna sail the English Channel, and we're gonna try not to die. And we are looking for the leave port button right here. That's ultra critical.
Torpedo in tube 3 maintain. Torpedo in tube 4 maintain. Torpedo in tube 5 maintain.
Boris, could you elaborate on what you mean by there was a Polish uprising? I'm sure there was uprisings all over the place, but you called it the Listopadwe uprising. What is that? That name doesn't sound familiar to me. I don't know everything, but I've heard a lot about different shit from World War II. That doesn't sound familiar, so I'm always down to learn something, man. I'm gonna pause right here. So we are leaving German territory. As you can see, the German Wehrmacht has advanced into Poland. They are currently crushing Belgium. I would bet you, I wonder, after the army comes in through Belgium and the Ardennes and they trap them at Dunkirk with the 9th Panzer, Heinz Guderian, and they got him at Dunkirk, and Hitler sent all those peace treaties that they never tell you about in history. I wonder if you can bring that U-boat down to the English Channel and fuck up all of those troop-carrying boats. That would be cool. I haven't seen, like, troop-carrying ships with, like, you know, thousands of soldiers or anything, but let me tell you, I don't think there'd be a more gratifying target on the high seas. Arrgh, lads! Alright, moving on.
We've been notified by a friendly vessel of
Okay.
a possible target.
We got some bad shit right there. Yep,
Funnel
yep.
smoke, small group, bearing 310 degrees.
2 to 5 targets. Boy, that sounds just about perfect, doesn't it? Haven't dropped a save in a long time. So, okay, we got some more chat. Hold on a second. Let me pause the game, check the chat. Irish LOL. That's the Polish name of the month it happened. It was like the 4th one. The 4th uprising, and the Listopadwe is the name of the month in Polish that it happened. Okay, so it's like, you know, in the Soviet Union, Boris, they had what was the October Revolution, you know, in 1917, right? That's what they called it. So it's like basically something along those lines, but for Poland. What I would say on that subject, Boris, is this. During World War I, there was Polish people fighting for Tsar Nicholas II and Russia. There was Polish people fighting for the Austrians, the Habsburgs. There was also probably more Polish people fighting for the German army, Kaiser's army, than any. But again, that's just a bit of an assumption on my end. I haven't looked at the stats, but I want to say I've heard it referenced that the German army did field the most Polish, you know, citizens. The point is this: the Polish people wanted their own sovereign nation back. Germany gave it to them. But don't get hung up on the word sovereign, because there's no such thing. We live in the era of globalism. There is no sovereign nations anymore. Any sovereign nation that steps out of the globalist purview, they get targeted, like Russia, like Iran, etc. And that's just the name of the game. My point is, Germany showed grace to the Polish cause before anybody else did, okay? And to further that point, the only grace Poland was ever shown by the Allies was giving them half of Germany after they were defeated. But that was secondary. Germany put them back on the map. The Allies says, oh, you want to put them back on the map? Well, they're not going to be a friendly German government. They're going to be a friendly Western government, and they're going to terrorize the German citizens here. And that's what they did, right? Pogroms, they call it, against the Jews. They call it pogroms, where people would just take to the streets, etc. But what we're talking about here is absolute savagery, right? We're basically saying people that take something for nothing. Like, hey, I like free shit too, man. I'm not going to go shoot somebody for it, right? Doesn't matter. Yeah, but anyway, hit me up in the chat. You got any more comments on that? I love talking about that kind of shit, so by all means, man. Keep it coming. Appreciate the interaction, dude.
Set a course to these coordinates.
Oh, no. Wrong button. Wrong button.
Small group, bearing 300.
Alright, so I'm at periscope depth. We are on diesel engines. We're going to switch to electric. Keep the noise down. Now what I'm going to do...
Hatches are no longer required to be closed.
Bullshit. Close those hatches. Run silent. And we are under the sea. Arg! Under the sea! Alright, so as soon as we get a target here... Wait. Here it comes. Here it comes. They are moving away.
Flank ahead.
Why are they moving away from me?
Blow the tanks.
Wait, we're gonna...
Alarm! Enemy warships in sight. Bearing 10 degrees.
Okay, so I just surfaced. They haven't seen me. I've spotted them. Now I'm gonna go back under surface. Now I know exactly where he's at. Can't catch him. I can't catch him. Let's try this. This is bold. Fuck! Fuck! Okay.
Calculate torpedo course. Periscope depth.
I guess the good news is... Let him get under me. Let him get under me. The good news is that... Shit. So I'm going to try to hit him with this reverse. He's pulling right over the top of me. And now I scoot right here. Boom, boom. Wait for my shot. Wait for my shot. Switch to stern. Perfect. That's not a hit. That's not a hit. Let's try that. That has a chance. Boom, bitch! Ooh, we just ignited the mag. Look at that, baby. Love it. I love it. Let me see. We're gonna catch back up here on the chat. Boris, I see you down there. Yep. Polish was... both sides correct. Pogrom was the name of Ukrainian attacks on Polish. Okay, fair enough. Pogroms, I want to say, I've only really heard in reference to the Jews, but again, I'm no authority. I don't claim to know specifically what that word... Yeah, appreciate you, Boris. GG. I tell you what, man, there's just been too much tragedy in human history in general, and it's all a shame. It doesn't matter the race, ethnicity, or creed. What matters is the fate of the people that lived through it, and unfortunately, everybody wants to believe that the world is just this happy-go-lucky place, but it's quite the opposite, man. And if you've lived a life, you know. So I'm unlocking target. I am grabbing a torpedo calculator right here, and I want to turn over the northwest side of this ship. So hopefully he doesn't change course, and I can just clip him here as I drive by, 90 degrees perpendicular. Let's see. Here it comes. That's a hit. That's a hit all day, baby. That's a hit all day, baby. Fucking made in China bullshit ass torpedo. Let's see about this one. Nope, he's turning. That's a miss. Nice maneuver. Nice maneuver, big dog. Okay. Let's try to close some distance. Open up a wider spread. That's good. I feel good about this one. I feel good about this one. How badass is this game, dude? I know I sit a lot out in the map view, but like, dude, look at this. Jesus. Look at my dudes in here. Look, there's no water on the floor. I mean, oftentimes I'm carrying around some water with me. Boat's in great shape right now. I want to see this torpedo hit this son of a bitch.
To impact.
See, this top one looks good. That top one looks good. That's definitely a miss. That's going not even close. That looks good. What do you guys think? Boris, is it good? Is it good?
20 seconds.
Oh, it's good, baby. Don't be a dud. Don't be a dud. No dud, no dud. Yow! Fucking boom! Another mag detonation. Love it. Love it. Alright. So, we'll show you just another quick mechanic of this game here. What to do with wrecked ships, okay? So you gotta get close to them. You also have to be surfaced. Okay. And we get close, we're gonna stop.
All engines stop.
Okay, now we got wreckage. So, nobody made it off the boat. Fucking boom! Nobody made it off the boat, and the only loot there is some canned fish. 9 survivors from this other boat. No captain, no first mate. We're leaving all them to the fishies. See? Thanks, Boris. Appreciate you, man. We need to surface the boat. Compressed air reserves are low, making surface harder or even impossible. Turn on the air compressor on the water surface to replenish air reserves. Okay, so diesel compressor, ventilation system, and we're gonna echo sound. Quick, anybody know how many torpedoes I just fired? Because I think it was 1, 2, 3. I missed 3. Missed 3, hit 1, 2. I think I fired 5. Should have 9 more on board. Let me check.
Skipper.
You lazy sacks of shit, man. Why do I gotta manually load these torpedoes for you? You guys over here chilling in the bunks, dog. You know we got a fucking war to win. Where do they get these guys, man? Okay. Where's my torpedo guy? It's this guy and this guy. They are both sleeping. You don't do me any good when you're asleep, guys. Both my engineers for my torpedoes are sleeping. It's okay, though. So again, we're just taking you on a voyage here through the English Channel. Stern tube. You know, did I hit him with the stern tube? I honestly don't remember. I sunk so many ships today, dude. Diesel motor. Electric on the surface. That's bad. It gives you about 60% travel speed. Okay, our time compression's open here. That means that there's nothing within the visible sight of my boat. Okay, so we're going to speed this up. We're sailing through the English Channel. Maybe we'll go pay Ireland a visit.
Captain, there's an incoming transmission.
That dude sounds non-hetero, doesn't he? Well, what's the fucking transmission, dude? O2, what? Why do I have low O2? Our compressed air reserves are low. Well, turn on the compressor. Turn on both the compressors. Come on, y'all. Wife is here with food. Alright, anyway. Low air reserves, but they are climbing, finally, so we did figure out our compressors. I have yet to get a sunken U-boat off of the bottom, by the way. But what I did do the other day is picture this. 20 ships are above you. They just depth charge the shit out of your submarine. The front half of my boat was full of water. I made the correct move of, hey, close all bulkheads before I entered combat. And what that does is it just allows the boat to just float in smaller compartments so you can still maneuver slowly with a list, etc. I got my boat sunk on the bottom of the sea. All the bulkheads are closed. A couple of compartments got patched up and were half flooded. The two front compartments, the two closest to the hull, the bow, the hull, whatever, were full to the fucking ceiling, okay? And your water leaks, they come in at a rate, a water flow rate. And what I did is I figured out, hey, in the center compartment, by the cooking gallery, there's the bilge pump system. The bilge pump goes to all the compartments, right? But it only pumps so fast, and the lower you are, the more higher the atmospheric pressure outside the boat, the slower the pump works. So in a sense, if you're sunk on the bottom of the sea, you can't just bilge pump your way out. A, your batteries could die, or B, the rate of inflow is faster than the rate of outflow of the bilge pump. And that ratio gets more and more harder to overcome the lower your boat is under the water. Long story short, what I did was I had these massive leaks in the front of the hull, and half my sailors are dead laying on the ground in the submarine. And I opened the first bulkhead door and I flooded the middle of the boat. But what it did was it took one compartment from completely full and one compartment to completely empty, and it equalized them. Bilge pumps on. Now I got somebody overhead welding on the fucking hull, patching some shit up. And what I was able to do is get that section unflooded and patched. Then there was the torpedo bow section to do the same thing to. And I ran out of spare parts. So I had to fucking reload my save. But my point is that was the best work I've ever done at recovering a sunk U-boat. It can be done. And when I do it, I will make a video for it, so stay tuned. Anyway, moving on. So we're going to go into, I don't know what this channel's called, between Ireland and the United Kingdom. That's not my hood, okay? What do we got? Funnel cloud. We're going to enter...
Enemy warships inside. Bearing 285 degrees. Calculate torpedo course. Crash dive. Half astern. Switch to electric.
Did anybody see what just happened?
Captain, the enemy ships are at battle stations. Stay sharp.
It's in battle stations. Okay, you. I want you. Radio, you. Torpedo calculator. Who is loading my fucking torpedoes, guys? Okay. I'm in bad shape. Currently moving torpedoes. About time.
Some help here.
Some more soldiers on that, eh?
I could use some help over here.
Aye, aye. I'll take care of it.
Alright. Now I'm going to pop back up periscope depth, and we should have our torpedo calculations done by the time we are loaded. So we will just need to get in position.
Funnel smoke. Bearing 300 degrees.
Ready for surface observations.
Closing. Okay. We got a stern torpedo available soon.
Tube 5 loaded.
Flood tube 5.
Tube 5 flooded.
So, tell me when. Tell me when.
Loaded.
It's the Irish Sea between Britain and Ireland. Or between Great Britain and Ireland. It's the Irish Sea. Is that what you're telling me, dude? I appreciate that tidbit, dog. You learn something every day. What's the odds this stern torpedo hits?
Torpedo has covered half the distance. 30 seconds.
Did he just break left? He sees me. Does he see that torpedo coming for his ass, though? That went right under. That went right under his hull.
Fire. It's a miss. Set a course to these coordinates.
Miss, miss, miss. Okay, let's try something different. Hit him with the reverse. Line up this hull shot. Line up that hull shot, then we're gonna dive. We did not hit.
30 seconds. 20 seconds.
Okay. We got 2 torpedoes left, boys, and then we have to head back to port. And I can't go down here to Spain. I have to go back through the channel. Okay. Let's try this.
Periscope depth.
Nope, nope, nope. Do not climb, do not climb. We got that destroyer right over us. Medium and closing. He's closing on me, he's closing on me. This might get ugly, boys. Ooh!
Directly above us. Depth charges. Very close.
Depth charge is very close, boys. You ain't fucking kidding. Alright,
Astern.
we're gonna pop this bitch in
Full astern.
full reverse. As we pop up surface. I need a quick shot.
Damage report.
My world is falling apart right now. Oh, what just happened? What just happened? Okay. Boat is currently climbing, so we are still surfacing. We took some damage. How bad is it, boys? How bad is it? I see no Oh! Stern torpedo tube got fucked up. Okay, that's preferable. See that depth charge explode below me? I'm almost to periscope depth. Look at this asshole, man. He's right there. There he is. See him? Get you, baby. I'm gonna get you, baby. Get you, baby. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. Right there. Come on, gyro. Here's what you do. Here's what you do. We're currently in reverse heading this way. We're going forward and we're going down. Check out that turning radius. Here it comes, here it comes. And reverse Pause, slow. Do you see how my my torpedo here is not tracking properly? That lane should be out here. Not. Gyro angle is synchronized. Any recommendations here? Anybody got an idea of how to straighten out this torpedo? There we go. It just did.
Change course. Full ahead.
It's found me. Come on, baby. I needed that. I needed that hit.
Half astern. Change course. 30 seconds.
I don't even know why I fired that. Sorry.
Fire.
I need to get the hell out of here. Get past this destroyer and scoot for safety.
Maximum safe depth.
As you can see though, I mean the actual boat combat, it does get pretty intense, man.
Change course.
Candy Tuft is following me. Looks like he just stopped. He's tracking me. You see that?
85 meters.
Blow the tanks.
25 meters.
Good.
Alarm canceled.
I'm so tired.
Account for the volume between the hull. That usually batteries are close to depletion. So again, went to the surface, forgot to switch to my diesels. Almost killed my batteries. Aircraft detected. Okay, great, great, great. You, get on the gun. Where are they? Let me at them! Wrong button. Wrong button. Alright. What are you looking at over here, homeboy? I don't see shit.
Alarm. Aircraft approaching.
And there they are.
180 degrees.
So I got 2 planes diving me as we speak. So, what I think is prudent is a 90-degree turn and dive. Jesus Christ! Depth charges from these airplanes, Jesus! Run for your life, bitch! Our boat has hidden damage. Okay, so see this buoyancy right here? It says 0. That's not good. That needs to be 100%. So if I take a look, thanks for the hydrophone lesson. If I take a look at the floors, we're holding no water in the boat. Ours leader, engineer. Radio. There. Okay.
Consider it done, sir.
Damage control.
Turn on the pump. Turn off the
Okay. And we are going to.
hatches. No longer required to be closed.
Bulkheads are open. Okay, so here is our position. We have 2 airplanes coming from our west with an easterly course. We are sailing east to, we're gonna go to Wilhelmshaven.
Current depth 45 meters.
That is actually my home base. That's strategic for a reason. Wilhelmshaven.
Blow the tanks.
Oh shit, wrong button.
Safe depth. Periscope depth.
Working ship propeller, high speed closing in 20 to 30 kilometers. Am I out of torpedoes?
Okay, Bird.
Yes, I'm sure I want to load the damn torpedoes.
I need some help here. Yes, sir. I'll take care of it.
I'll load all of these torpedoes. Control.
Captain, repairs.
Load. Come on. Hurry up, dude. Don't see these airplanes. Do not see these airplanes. And there they are. More depth charges incoming. Should probably plot a different course. You get off that hydrophone. Alright, we are golden. Running on batteries here, 85%.
35 meters. Captain.
A trusted crewmate reports hearing Lothar Frostman passionately criticizing some of your recent tactical choices. Look, man, alright, they can't all be winners, Frostman. Alright, you want to run this fucking ship, Frostman? Get over here, put this cap on, you fuck. Frostman. Throw that son of a bitch overboard.
20 meters.
Moving.
Funnel smoke. Bearing 350 degrees.
Okay.
Report sent.
Dive to 65 meters. Dive to 95 meters. Dive to 80 meters. Contrail. Bearing 235 degrees.
Alright, boys.
Bearing 240 degrees.
Current depth 60 meters.
We are at 80 meters. And we have ships coming right over the top of us with a westerly trajectory. So I do need to stay underwater here.
Maximum safe depth.
We definitely need to stay underwater. Batteries are at 75%. Air quality 52%. 51%.
Torpedo in tube 2 maintained. I need assistance. Follow me.
Of course, Captain.
Alright,
45 meters.
we're about to periscope surface. We're just going to take a look.
Sent.
Funnel smoke. Bearing 80
Funnel smoke. So there's that ship that just went over the top of us right here. Just went right behind us. Let him get a little bit further away. Battery 67, air quality 36. Okay, and we are surfacing.
diesel engines.
Air quality goes up immediately. Battery's charging. Everything looks beautiful. We're going to time compress
Set a course to
through the English Channel
A few hours.
to no avail.
contrail.
Aircraft coming in.
130 degrees.
My friends, this is why you avoid the English Channel. Alright, because look, this right here, you got Portsmouth Port, and then you got this RAF base right here. Okay, where the fuck do you think all these planes are coming from? They're all coming from right here, and they're just flying the channel. It's a pain in the ass.
Aircraft in sight. Bearing 140 degrees. Maximum safe depth.
So that looks like a little plane, and he is definitely diving down to make a pass.
Stay sharp. Don't
Change course 90 degrees.
alarm cancel.
40 meters.
Blow the
Ship's
tanks.
gone.
Switch to diesel engines.
Captain, we've risen to the surface.
Contrail. 100
Another fucking airplane. Okay, let's try something different.
I'm ready for your orders.
I want you to get on that gun.
Yes, sir.
And I want you to shoot down these fucking airplanes. Schultz. I'm moving away.
Contrail, bearing.
He's coming back.
20 degrees.
There he is.
Alarm! Aircraft approach head on. Bearing 190 degrees.
No, dude.
Yes, sir.
Get back on that gun. I want you to shoot that airplane down.
Don't panic. Focus on tasks.
There he is. Alright. I'm not too confident in my Holy shit, that was close! No, it wasn't close, that's a hit! Okay, fuck it. What just happened here? Coming back for some more? Take a look at the damage. No water in the boat. Oh, we got 2 sailors fucked up. Ship key? Okay. Schultz hit that son of a. Alright, so that would have been his last depth charge. That would have been his last depth charge, I believe. So that plane should be bugging off.
Bow torpedo tube to repair.
Shoot him down, Schultz. Plane's gone. Sailors just died. Oh, they're expendable. Rest air reserves are low. Diesel compressor, electric compressor. Boom. Everything's beautiful. Everything's beautiful. And we're sailing all the way back home, gents. Alright. We're gonna get into port.
Submarine, 40 degrees.
Captain, we've risen to the surface.
Now if I get ambushed by airplanes
We are in shallow water.
pulling into port, I'm about to lose my shit. Let's see what happens here. So far, so good. So far, so good.
We are in shallow waters, Captain.
Alright, y'all. That is going to do it for this stream. If you enjoyed this content, please, on your way out the door, please hit that like and subscribe button. If I made you laugh, I expect you to come back for some more. Alright? And thanks for livening up the chat. Boris, you're the fucking man. And the other cat with the Irish C, what's your name? I didn't even check. Stout Hammer, fucking love it. Dude, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for the engagement. Really appreciate it. It makes it a lot easier to sit here and talk and keep the conversation going with myself. Okay, it's not an easy thing for me to do. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed it. Please hit that like button on your way out. Subscribe if you want. I will be back with more either tonight or tomorrow. So, ciao guys. I appreciate you.